Well met, Knights of the Order. I just got back from the gym and I've been doing some thinking ever since recent events that transpired during our last Q&A, when we caught an unexpected glimpse into the future, into my future. Guys, we witnessed firsthand just how powerful and formidable the forces of darkness may potentially become. And in light of said events, it has dawned on me just how vital it is that I continue to put out quests here within the guild that not only train you knights, but also prepare myself for what lies ahead. However, before I put out any more informative fitness or nutrition related videos, I think it's important that we all get on the same page in identifying the enemy, in understanding the nature of the enemy, that we may better understand how to fight it. So then the first thing that we must ask ourselves is, what exactly is a bro magician? A bro magician is anyone who willingly or unwillingly enables or participates in the spreading and perpetuation of misinformation. In short, it's anyone who practices bro magic. And I call bro magic by exactly what it is: magic. Now, I understand where the term bro science came from, and I appreciate the irony, don't get me wrong, but let's not get this mixed up. It is not science. It is the opposite. It is the antithesis of science. Now, we have in this, the year of our Lord, 2015, soon to be 2016, a relatively educated understanding of the way that things work. And while this understanding will no doubt continue to grow and develop as time goes on, we still have some basic formulas and a basic framework from which we work off of. We have identified which variables, when applied and controlled for, lead to progress and separated them from the ones that don't. Bro magicians, on the other hand, continue to operate in this realm of shadow, of guesswork, of voodoo. Let me give you an example of what I mean. An informed person understands that in order to facilitate weight loss, you need a net caloric deficit. That is, you need for your caloric intake to be less than your caloric expenditure. Now, a bro magician might insist upon tilapia, broccoli, brown rice, and fasted cardio, and he wouldn't be entirely wrong. Okay, that's the most dangerous thing about bro magic, is that it's infused with elements of truth, with sound principles that are then twisted and corrupted. The bro mage is correct in assuming that oftentimes these things will encourage a caloric deficit, but where he goes wrong is that he tends to assume that there are magical properties inherent within tilapia, broccoli, brown rice, and fasted cardio that make them necessary. And he'll claim all kinds of things like fast absorbing this and slow digesting that and low glycemic this, all the while failing to realize that these factors, while not entirely irrelevant, are not the deciding factors when it comes to body composition. Now, equally as important as understanding the nature of bro magic is understanding and distinguishing between the different types of bro mages that are out there. On the one hand, you have your high-level elite, like the ones Future Rants mentioned, and these tend to have an incredible amount of influence and outreach, and they typically spread misinformation for one of two reasons. Either they really don't have a basic understanding of nutritional and exercise science, maybe they've been able to get by without it due to genetics or high-level alchemy potions, or they do have an understanding of such things and they're deliberately lying in order to sell supplements or services. But unfortunately, there's another type of bro magician, and his is a tragic story. The story of an innocent, unassuming, well-meaning individual who simply fell victim to the overwhelming amount of bro science and misinformation that's out there. And it's this bro magician that we have to consider in our crusade. Guys, we cannot afford casualties of war. We cannot afford to be feeding the enemy. We can't always fight fire with fire. Because if we come at these low-level bro mages with hostility, it's only going to serve to further entrench them in their ways and completely turn them off to our perspective and our way of thinking. So while it is the duty of every Knight of the Order to spread light and information, sometimes the best way to do that is simply by being good stewards and practitioners of said information. We have to lead by example. We have to show them how these solid principles, when applied, change our lives and change our physiques. And then, once we've gained an audience, that's when we speak. After all, which voice do you think is more potent? The one that shouts loudly over 1,000 other voices, or the one that speaks softly and quietly in a silent room? How does that guy have such good gains, but I've never seen him eat a piece of tilapia before in his life? How does he have such great legs, but I've never seen him do a leg day? Did I just see him walk out of the gym without consuming his post-workout anabolic window protein shake? When these voices start to circulate, that, my friends, is light, and you have just begun the process of cleansing bro magic. Now, I'm about to do something that I haven't done in quite some time. This is actually a tradition that came from the Twitch page. However, we are coming upon the 1-year anniversary of the founding of the Order of Muscle and Magicka, and as such, I think it's appropriate. So, Whether you've recently joined the guild or you're a long-time, proud and loyal Knight of the Order who simply wishes to reaffirm his oath, I ask that you kneel. I hereby reaffirm you as a Knight of the Order of Muscle and Magicka. You may rise. However, your new knighthood comes with new duties and responsibilities. You must seek always to level up in strength, wisdom, and excellence, both in-game and out. But more importantly, you have just become the owner of a very sacred magic, known as the Light of Muscle and Magicka. You must foster it, you must protect it, and you must swear above all else to always do your best to spread the light where there is darkness, to be a light where there is none, to bring sight to those who are blind. Until next time, my friends, stay vigilant, and as Future Rants would say, Godspeed.